అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. నమో నమః, గురుభ్యో నమః, సర్వేభ్యో నమస్కారः. Today is the second day of our series of lectures on Mahabharata by Dr. Karanam Nagaraja garu. We will start the session paying respects to our country by reciting Vande Mataram by Challa Chittibab garu. I request him to please start.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayajasitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyosna pulakitayaminim pullakusumita drumadala shobhinim suhasinim sumadhura bhashinim sukhadam varadam mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram.
వందే మాతరం. ధన్యవాదములండి సల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now let us request Sarlaji to chant Prarthana, please. Unmute yourself. Yeah. Unmute చేయండి. You are unmuted, but your voice is not coming. Okay, your voice is not coming. Now, Sarlaji, we will request somebody else to chant. Anybody volunteer?
నేను వెంకటనారాయణ అండి, నేను చెప్తాను.
ఓకే అండి, వెంకటనారాయణ గారు.
మెడిటేషన్ ఫర్ ఎ మినిట్. ఓంకారం 3 times. ఓ గణానాం త్వా గణపతిగుం హవామహే కవిం కవీనాముపమశ్రవస్తమం జ్యేష్ఠరాజం బ్రహ్మణాం బ్రహ్మణస్పత ఆనశృణ్వన్నోతిభిः సీదసాదనం. ఓం శ్రీ మహాగణాధిపతయే నమః. ఓం ప్రణో దేవి సరస్వతి వాజేభిర్వాజినీవతి ధీనామవిత్ర్యవతు. ఓం శ్రీ మహాసరస్వత్యై నమః. గురురేవ గతిర్గురుమేవ భజే గురుణైవ సహాస్మి నమో గురవే. న గురోః పరమం శిశురస్మి గురోః మతిరస్తి గురౌ మాం పాహి గురో. జ్ఞానానందమయం దేవం నిర్మలస్ఫటికాకృతిం आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय ओम शांति 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 मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम
हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः ధన్యవాదములండి వెంకటనారాయణ గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. Now let us request our Guruji Karanam Nagaraja Rao garu to start the webinar, please.
शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. Shubhodayam. Good morning to all of you. Today is the second lecture of Mahabharata. Yesterday I have given a brief introduction of Mahabharata. What is the structure of Mahabharata, how it is composed and all these things. But because of the paucity of time, I did not discuss the number of parvas. 18 parvas, of course, everybody knows what are those parvas, what is the content of each and every parva. These type of things we did not discuss, no problem. Those are not so much relevant also. But there was one question. One question was there somebody called me yesterday night after seeing the YouTube. I don't know from which place he has called. He was asking one question. Who actually spread is it Vaishampayana spread Mahabharata, or is it the Ugrashrava spread the Mahabharata or something of that nature? But some clarity, because I did not give the clear picture yesterday. I heard again the same YouTube lecture. Here the thing is that Vaishampayana narrated the entire story in the court of Janamejaya on the instructions of Vedavyasa. In that court, there was one Suta Putra. Suta Putra by name Romaharshana was the Romaharshana Sutra, Ugrashavasa. Romaharsha was the Suta. His son Ugrashavasa was there. That Ugrashavasa heard the entire story from Vaishampayana in the court of Janamejaya. Then he thought of spreading the message of Mahabharata to all the people. And he was searching for the people, and he was a large congregation, of course. If large congregation is there, that whatever he is getting, he is telling, that will be having some effect, some value. If it is told for a group of small people, it may not be sufficient. So he was seeing a large congregation. Luckily, he found a large congregation of munis, rishis, and all these persons in one place called Naimisharanya. So he came to Naimisharanya, and Naimisharanya there was a Kulapati, Shaunaka, one person was there. The Shaunaka was the Kulapati. Kulapati's present day terminology is called the Chancellor of the university, what we can call Chancellor. Kulapati, some definition is there in Sanskrit, which means that roughly some 10,000 students should be there for him at a time. 10,000 students, he should be in a position to teach 10,000 people at a time. This type of knowledge they were having in those days. That Shaunaka was the Kulapati, and so many rishis were there. They were doing one yaga they were conducting for 12 years. They were conducting a yaga. It was a continuous process. In that place, he found an opportunity to spread the message. So he came there, requested the munis, can I tell the story of Mahabharata to you like that? Which story you would like to hear? Then Shaunaka he also wanted to test his caliber. So he thought, okay, you tell the story of Bhargava Vamsha, because he also belonged to Bhargava Vamsha. So initially the Bhargava Vamsha story, Parashurama story and all these things he narrated, and Ugrashavasa. Then he heard the entire thing. He was very much pleased. Okay, you are having the capacity to teach Mahabharata also. Teach like that. Then he started teaching Mahabharata. And many rishis, so many rishis heard at a time, and all these persons subsequently spread the message of Mahabharata to the audience. This is a brief clarification for the purpose of somebody asking the question yesterday. Anyway, in that way, the Mahabharata has been spread to the entire world. This is a thing. Then yesterday I was telling one thing. The thing is that Mahabharata, Ramayana, whatever it may be, these texts are only pretexts to spread the message of Vedas. That is the most important aspect of this Itihasas. Itihasa is meant not to tell the story of a person, not just to tell something and leave it like that. By telling the story, there should be a message to the people. You find, surprisingly, you begin to read Mahabharata, original Mahabharata of Vedavyasa. I did not find any story which is not having a message. Each story is having some message. The message is quite apt. And if you read the entire story of Mahabharata, original story of Mahabharata, you will be having the knowledge of a lot of Rajaniti, psychology, philosophy, and whatnot. Everything you will be getting. That much knowledge is embedded in that Mahabharata. So that is sure. Test is only, it is actually, test is meant only a symbolic significance. Some stories are some symbolic significance. A symbolism we have to understand, and then we have to understand the real picture of Mahabharata. Today, of course, what I would like to tell you is that an episode from Mahabharata, a popular episode, but little known to many persons, must not have read this story, maybe, or some persons must have read the story, I don't know. But still, the story is there, and also what is the content of the story, both are there. And anybody, I don't know, anybody heard there was a great, what is called, war of words between Dharmaraja and Arjuna. And in the anger, Arjuna tried to kill Dharmaraja. That was the situation. Anybody knows that story? I don't know. If anybody knows the story, at least put in the message box. That was the story. An interesting story where Arjuna wanted to kill his own brother. So this is the situation. Understand where exactly the story must have come. Anyway, I will narrate the story, and then we would like to discuss. And I was telling yesterday also, thing is that here the purpose of that story is only to tell what is dharma and what is adharma ultimately. So here, what is dharma and what is adharma, how to distinguish dharma. This is the issue. These are the issues. Let us discuss the story first, because if a story is not a story, don't mean it as a story. Think that it is a case study. Because in order to understand Indian Constitution, normally what they will be doing, the people will be giving the case studies. They will be giving case study. Keshavananda Bharati. The Keshavananda Bharati is being discussed first. Initially, what is who is Keshavananda Bharati? Why the case has come? All these things they will be discussing. Then they will be actually interpreting the law and all these things. Like that here also, Mahabharata stories are case studies. In this is the thing that it is a case study. And the case study, let us understand the nuances of dharma. Here, adversities are there. No adversities are difficult times will be coming to all the people. That is common, because where everybody will be having some difficulties, everybody will be having some adversities we will be facing in life. When problems are there in all the fronts, and there appear to be no solution in the immediate moment, normally the tendency is that we lose our patience and behave irrationally also sometimes. That is naturally it happens, because a lot of difficulties will be there and there is no solution, immediate solution will not be there. And sometimes people will be irrational and angry, and what to do, don't know. These are the situations. This normal situation has been taken up in this story. Background is like that. The background of the story is that Kurukshetra battle was going on. It was a war for 18 days. No, in that great war, what happened? And after 10 days or so, the Bhishma fell down, Drona fell down. Great warriors, many great warriors have already fallen down by that time. And in that situation, Duryodhana was very much anxiety. He was having anxiety, and he asked Karna to take up the leadership. And he was made the Senadipati of the entire Kauravas, and he became what is called Senadipati. When he becomes Senadipati, Karna was having now he whatever he wanted to do in his entire life, that situation has come to him now. He wanted to prove his worth. On the first day, he was there in the battlefield only for 1.5 days, but still in the first day itself, he was so aggressive, and he was aiming his arrows like anything, and nobody could stand and stare him at all, stare him. That was the situation, and he was defeating all the Pandavas one by one except the Arjuna. Because Arjuna was fighting with Ashwatthama, Arjuna was fighting with Samsaptakas. Like that, he was in the different, because Kurukshetra war is not a single warfare, it is a big warfare, wherein each warrior will be fighting in the different fronts. So Arjuna was facing Samsaptakas, and then he was also facing Ashwatthama. Like that, he was waging war with some other persons. Karna had the occasion to meet all these Pandavas at that particular situation. He defeated Dharmaraja, he defeated Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, all these persons he defeated, because he has given a promise to his mother. So he kept his promise and left them like that. But he humiliated them thoroughly. Humiliated means the humiliation was such that the Dharmaraja could not bear the humiliation. Then the one more the thing is that Karna on that day he aimed this Bhargavastra. Bhargavastra is a astra meant for killing the great warriors. But instead of keeping that particular weapon for killing the warriors of his caliber, he aimed it at common people, common soldiers. Many common soldiers were actually falling down in the warfare. That was the situation. And this was Dharmaraja got afraid. He could not stand before there. Luckily, he would have been killed also by the time Bhima. Luckily, he came to the place and he protected the Dharmaraja, sent him out, and he fought with Karna. That was the situation. Then this was the situation. Dharmaraja was thoroughly humiliated. He came to his camp back, and he was, and then he was actually everything was gloomy for him. Karna was a great warrior from the beginning. That Dharmaraja was having a doubt that if Karna alone is there, if Karna alone is dead, entire Kauravas are dead. That was his conclusion from the beginning. Today he himself was the Senadipati, and he is leading all the soldiers. And now he is, as in the first day itself, he has seen his might, and he was thinking that who will kill this Karna. And I think our defeat is certain. Like that, in that way, that humiliating situation was there, and there was no hopes also for him immediately. So he was actually lying down on his bed, taking some rest. So in that situation, what happened? He was in the Dharmaraja was in camp. He came back to his place, and Arjuna was fighting with Ashwatthama. Arjuna was fighting with the Samsaptakas, and then he came to the battlefield. Battlefield means where Karna was fighting. Then he stared at Karna. Karna was so angry on that day, so angry, so aggressive. Then Arjuna was actually a Dhirodatta leader. That is Dhirodatta Purusha Lakshana, people will be telling. No? In that way, he is a Dhirodatta. He knows when to fight and when not to fight also. When the enemy is so aggressive, it is good not to fight with him on that day. Leave him like that. Attempt fighting with him tomorrow. That was a major issue, because thing is that normally in warfare and all these things, Buddhibala is also important, more than what we can call the bala of the shoulders. So he thought, okay, let me think of fighting with him tomorrow only. Today, let us not fight. And then he tells Krishna, today he appears to be very aggressive. See, he has lost his mental peace also, he has lost. Because of this reason, he has aimed that Bhargavastra. Bhargavastra is to be aimed at me, if at all he wanted to aim, but he has aimed at the common soldiers, which means that he has lost his temper. In this situation, it's better not to fight with him. So, where is Dharmaraja? Let us see. Then they looked at Dharmaraja. Dharmaraja was not seen in the battlefield. Immediately went to Bhimasena and he asked Bhimasena, Bhima, what are you doing? You are fighting alone. Where is Nakula? Where is Sahadeva? And where is Dharmaraja? Like that. Bhima tells that the time. Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, Dharmaraja got defeated in the battlefield. He was thoroughly humiliated. He was having a lot of injuries over his body also, and he went to the camp, and I only protected him and I sent him back to the camp. Nakula and Sahadeva were also in the similar position. They all went to the home, and I am fighting here. Then Arjuna tells, why do you fight alone? You also go home and console Dharmaraja, and I will fight here. Bhima tells, no, it is not like that. You go there. If you go there, you and Krishna, if you both of you go there, Dharmaraja will be peaceful. If I go there, he may not be peaceful because I will be fighting. No problem. I cannot be defeated by any person. Even if Karna defeats, his defeat is minor only. I can defeat him subsequently. I can withstand. So I will be here, you go there, like that. And Arjuna and Krishna, he consults with Krishna. They came back to the place, and when they came back to the place and seeing Arjuna coming back from the battlefield, Dharmaraja thought for a while. He thought he must have killed Karna, otherwise he would not have come to me. He thought like that because I am humiliated, I am lying like this. Arjuna must be knowing all these things, and when he is coming to see me, it means that he must have killed him. He must have killed him, and he has come here. Then instead of asking Arjuna whether he has killed or not, he started praising Arjuna. Oh, you have done a great job, Arjuna. And what I wanted to do, you have done it. Because I wanted to avenge my humiliation with Karna, and you have done it. I am greatly happy. I am very much happy with you. I am very much indebted to you. You are really a Kunti Putra, a real Kunti Putra. The fighting spirit you are having, and I am not having that fighting spirit. You have proved your worth today. Like that, he started praising like anything without giving a chance for Arjuna to speak back. And that was the situation. Then what happened is that Arjuna has to tell the truth only. Then Arjuna tells, my dear brother, today I have not killed him. I went there, want to fight with him. But thing is that he was so ferocious today. As a warrior, it is better not to fight today because tomorrow I am going to kill him. And today I have not killed him. And then he submits in a what is called in a pacified manner. He tells like that because I am no, tomorrow I will be doing that work. And I have come here to just to console you. I heard your defeat from Bhima, and so I came here, and I wanted to console you like that. Then Dharmaraja lost his cool. Then he began cursing Arjuna. What are you doing, Arjuna? I have all hopes against you, and I am thinking that you are the person who will be going to stand in the battlefront, and you will defeat Karna. Upon you only my entire what is called entire thing I placed, I rest everything on your shoulders only. Today you are telling that you have not defeated Karna, and you have seen Karna, a ferocious Karna, and you came back here like a timid person. You have come here. What are you doing? What is the use of your existence in the world as a whole? And in the 5th month of pregnancy of Kunti, you should have fallen down. You should not have lived like this. What is the use? When on the 7th day itself of your birth, Asharirvani told that you are going to kill many people and you are going to establish Samrajya, and all these things, all those things have gone waste. All those words have become untruth only now. That is how it is proved now, and you have become a worthless person. Better you give your Gandhiva to Krishna, and he will fight. A beautiful shloka is there. Just I will read out the shloka. And Dharmaraja got very much agitated. He tells, if at least today Abhimanyu is there, he would have saved me. At least today that Ghatotkacha is there, he would have saved me. But both of them are not there today. And at least other warriors are there, they would have saved me. But nobody is there. No, many persons have fallen down. But here I am alone. and you are there, but there is no use. That is the reason what I am telling you is that Dhanushya tat Keshavaya Prayacha. And you give the Dhanush to Keshava. That is Krishna you can give. You are your Ratham. What is that chariot? The chariot is actually sculpted. Vishwakarma has sculpted this chariot. And that big Gandiva is there, which is given by Agni Deva. The same Devadattam is there, that is also given by gods. They have given by Agni Deva. It has been given. And you have a large sword you are having, and a number of astras you are having, and all these things you are having. What is the use of all these things? You give that the Dhanush to Arjuna. Dhanusya tat Keshavaya Prayacha. Then he will be killing Karna. You become the Sarathi for Krishna, and Krishna can kill him. You cannot kill Arjuna Karna. And Dig Gandivam, Dikchate Bahuviryam, Asankyayan Banaganam Shadikte, Dikte Ketum, Kesarane Sutasya, Kushanudattancharatham Chadikte. Like that. Chi. Dik means chi. Like that we will be telling, no, chi. What is the use of your Dhanus? Chi. What is the use of your arrows? Chi. What is the use of your chariot? Like that he started cursing Arjuna and all his accessories also. All his accessories means what is called his Dhanus, his arrows, and his Ketu. Ketu means that is called Dhwajam. And all these things he started cursing. What is the use of all these things? All are waste only. What is the use of all these things? Then suddenly what happened is that Arjuna got wild. Arjuna got wild. He took out his sword immediately to kill Dharmaraja. He wanted to kill Dharmaraja. He drew his sword and he rushed towards the Dharmaraja. Krishna sensed what something is happening here. Immediately he rushed to Arjuna, catch hold of him, brought him back, and he was asking Arjuna, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Whom you want to kill now? Dharmaraja is your elder brother. He is a Dharma Purusha. Do you want to kill him? Why are you doing like this? Then Arjuna tells Krishna, you know, I am having a vratam. Vratam means that principle the people will be having some vratam. Vratam means I will be telling the truth only in the life, no untruth, something of that nature. Or I will follow this type of principle. In night time I don't eat. Maybe that is also one of the vratams. Maybe some smaller versions. Maybe if something so and so date Kartika Samvar I don't take food. Vratam. Like whatever happens, even if words fall down, I will not eat like that. Maybe this type of things are called vratam. Vratam is something everybody will be having. Bhishma was having some vratam. The vratam is that I will always adhere to the throne of Hastinapura. That is his vratam. Because of this reason only he suffered a lot. So like that, these type of issues will be there. Some people will be having some sort of vratam will be there. So I am having a vratam. What is that vratam? Vratam is Anasmai Dehi Gandivam iti mam yovi chodayet bhindyamaham tasya siraha ityupamshu vratam mama. That is the thing. Is that if anybody is actually provoking me to hand over the Gandiva to any other person and invalidate my strength, then it is my vratam that I will be killing his person. I will be killing that person. I will be breaking his head into pieces. This is my vratam. My vratam, now it is there. My vratam is there, I have to follow. Because if I follow that, then only I am following the truth. Otherwise, I am not following the truth. Because this is also as good as the truth only. Because whatever vratam I am having, that I have to follow. If I am not following that vratam, I am breaking the truth. I am breaking satyam. Satyam I am breaking. So that should not happen. Because of this reason, I am all having because of this vratam, today I will kill this person. I will kill this person and keep up my vratam. Because it is my dharma. It is my dharma to keep this vratam. So then this was the situation. Because he was having the vratam. Vratam also is very important for him. I want to adhere to this vratam. Then Krishna tells, what are you telling Arjuna? Have you any time you went to at any point of time, have you served the Vruddha people? Aged people have you served? Have you learned lessons from them? Do you know what is dharma and what is adharma? Do you know what is dharma sushmata? Dharma sushmata is something different from dharma. It is very difficult to understand also. So what are you understanding? You think that you are having all the knowledge of dharma? but you don't know anything. You are still in moha only. Moha means delusion. That is what happened in Bhagavad Gita time also. No? In the time of war also, the same thing has happened. Moha, delusion. What is to be done, you are not doing. What is not to be done, you are doing. At the time, Krishna tells her. What is that doing? Because you are a Kshatriya. Kshatriya is a person you are supposed to kill the bad people. But you are what you are telling. You are telling that you wanted to go for bhiksha like a Brahmin jivanam. You wanted to do. This is not good on your part. This is not swadharma for you. That is how he advised at that point of time. Now the same thing he is telling. What he is telling? अकार्याणां क्रियाणाञ्च संयोगं यः करोति वै कार्याणाम् अक्रियाणाञ्च स पार्थ पुरुषाधमः. What is to be done is something somebody is not doing. What is not to be done is being done by somebody. At that time he is called Purushathama. He is called Purushathama. You are a Purushathama now. Why? Because you are getting anger at the wrong time. That is one thing. You are getting anger at the wrong person. Both are there. He is your elder brother and he has scolded you because you could not kill Karna. Because of that, when you could not kill Karna, he has a leader of this entire the Sena Vahini, and he has authority too because he is your elder brother. He is as good as your father. He can shout at you. He is having that authority. But that is the reason he has shouted at you. But still, you are telling that you are having some vratam and you are getting anger at the wrong person. What is the time now? What is the time? Time is you are about to go to the war field and you are about to kill Karna. At that particular point of time, you are killing Dharmaraja. What is the message that you are going to send to the other people? The enemies are on the other side. They will be very happy because whatever has to be done by Duryodhana has been done by Arjuna only. So they will be very happy. What are you doing? What is the thing you have to do? You are not doing. What is the thing you are supposed to do? You are not doing. What you are not supposed to do, you are doing. Like this, Arjuna Krishna tells. So that is the reason why. So he tells one thing. This is a very important shloka in Mahabharata. Satyasya vachanam sadhu na satyad vidyate param. Because satyam, because to adhere to the truth is always good. That is satyasya vachanam sadhu. Na satyad vidyate param. Because beyond truth there is nothing. Truth is the greatest thing which everybody has to follow. But and what is the truth and what is the untruth? Tatvenaiva sudurgneyam pasya satyam anushtitam. Because the persons who are actually practicing this satya, that satya, satya anushtanam, understanding satya anushtanam is more important that you are not understanding. The satya swarupam, understanding satya swarupam is very difficult. So now I'll tell you one thing. There are occasions. Krishna tells all these things. There are occasions where sometimes truth appears, truth is untruth, truth appears to be untruth, and untruth appears to be the truth. You have to understand this properly. Truth appears to be untruth, and untruth appears to be the truth. It is better to follow untruth. Sometimes untruth will be giving the effects of the truth, and sometimes truth will be giving the effects of untruth. At that situation also, it is better to follow untruth only. So this is for understanding this. Arjuna also could not understand it immediately. Then Arjuna Krishna tells, I will be telling you two small stories. By that you can understand the significance of what is truth and untruth. Then he started telling a hunter story. That is called a story. A hunter name is, something is written down here. Hunter name is Balaka. One person by name Balaka was there some time back. Krishna was telling the story. The Balaka. Balaka was one hunter, but he was even though he was a hunter, he was a principled person. He was hunting only for the sake of the food. Beyond that, just because he sees an animal, he is killing. Not like that. Only for the purpose of food for the day, he used to hunt. And for the next day also, he was not thinking. He was such a religious person and good person also because he was following his swadharma. He was following and he is doing that work. On one occasion, on one day, he could not find any animal. Searching, and he could not find any animal. Ultimately, he found one animal, and a strange animal. That too, a strange animal which he never has seen. That strange animal was taking water in a pond of water. Then he aimed his arrow, and immediately that Kurajantu, that is called that animal, fell down and died. When the animal fell down and died, immediately there happened to be a Pushpa Vrishti from Akasha. All the devatas appeared in the firmament. They wanted to take him to the heaven also. So what is the reason? Reason is that this Krura Mrugam is there. No? This Krura Mrugam, this wild animal, this wild animal in his earlier birth, it was a great Rakshasa. That Rakshasa prayed for Brahmadeva, Chaturmukha Brahma for a number of years. He did tapas. By virtue of tapas, Brahmadeva appeared before him. Then he asked, what is the boon you want? Then the Rakshasa was asking one boon. Mahaprabhu, I wanted one boon. The boon is that I should have the strength to destroy all the persons upon the earth. And I want to live alone on the entire earth. That strength you give me. Like that. Then Brahma has to grant that boon. He thought for a while and immediately he told, okay, in the next birth you will get that. I am assuring you. That strength you will be having. I am giving that boon. That person in the next birth immediately he scorched himself to death and he was born as this animal. This animal, what happened? Brahma, because he has promised that he would be having the strength, but he has given him blindness. The Krura Mruga could not see any person. It will be wandering on the forest and anything that comes across, even animal, whatever type of animal, whatever type of man, whatever may be his strength, whoever it may be, it can kill him. That strength it is having, but still it cannot see. That was the Mrugam. It was trying to destroy the entire thing, whatever that is there in the entire forest, it was destroying. It was having the ambition to kill all the people in this birth, but still it was not having the power to see. That is the thing. So this wild animal, because it is having the wild, what is called ambitions, wild ambitions of destroying the entire race of people, it is a Krura Muga. That Muga, if it is dead, that is good only for the humanity as a whole. So that is the reason why when that is killed, it is not a himsa at that stage. So it is what is called, this is actually what we can call, at that situation it is good only. Because of this reason he got heaven. This is one story he tells. Then the second story Krishna begins to tell. That is one more Muni was there. The Muni was in the ashram. What is the time now? I am having plenty of time. Okay. There was a Muni. The Muni was having a vratam, like you are having a vratam that whoever is actually asking you to hand over the Gandium to some other person, you wanted to kill him by breaking his head. This is your vratam. Like that, there was a Muni. The Muni was a sage, and the sage means the sage, and he was having a pious person, and he was having a vratam. The vratam is that he cannot tell truth. I will not tell truth. Come what may. Truth only I will be telling. Good, bad, and all this is, it is a God to judge. Like that he was thinking. And one day he was there sitting in his forest. When he was sitting in the forest and meditating, suddenly there was a lot of sound came out, and he just opened his eyes and saw the villagers actually nearby place. They were actually trying to uh, save their lives from thieves, and they were going in running in a great fashion, and they came very near to the ashrama, and in near ashrama here and there they hid themselves. At the situation, these thieves, after a few minutes only the thieves came. Everybody including the thieves were knowing that this man is a Satyavrata person. The thieves were asking this person, oh great sage, you are here. You are now not in the meditation mode also. You have opened your eyes also. Have you seen any person coming here? Some persons running away. We saw coming in this direction. Have you seen any persons? Then Muni has to tell truth only because he was already praised by the thieves. He told, yes, I have seen. Where are they? They are there. Then immediately the thieves caught hold of those persons, killed them, snatched away their articles, and they went out. And then Muni on that day, he thought for a while, he deliberated whether I have done a good thing. He thought, okay, it is not my hands that their life should be saved or not to be saved. I followed Satyam Vada. What is told by Veda, I have followed. Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. And Veda tells, So I have followed the dictum of Veda, I followed. So Vedic dictum I have followed. What is the thing I have done? Nothing, sin, no sin, no sin for me. Like that he thought, he consoled himself. And as usual, life went on. After some years, he died. When he died, he wanted to go to heaven. When he wanted to go to heaven, Indra threw him into the hell. Then he was arguing with Indra, why are you throwing me to the hell? Hell, I am of all these years, I am steadfast on the truth only. Satyam only I was telling, no untruth, something of that nature. Then Indra tells, because of that reason only you are now going to the hell. What is the thing you have done on that day? On that day, you are responsible for the death of so many persons. So that is there, no, because why you are the responsible? You are responsible for the death of so many villagers. Because you told the truth, but the truth is having the effect of untruth on that day. You have to distinguish it. Not just adhering to Veda is not sufficient. Veda tells something, fine, but understanding Veda is important. Understanding Veda is Satyam Veda does not mean that you should tell truth only all the time. When truth is to be told, when truth is not to be told, is your discrimination, your discriminative intellect has to tell you, and then you have to follow the principle. And thing is that one thing you have to follow is that ahimsa yuta satyam. That is the real satyam. There should not be any himsa. If any satyam associated with himsa is not satyam, that is called it is not the truth. Any truth that is associated with himsa, that is associated with violence, is not truth. Any untruth associated with himsa, untruth is also okay. That should not happen because it which is avoiding himsa, that is actually real truth. In that way, you have to distinguish. And Krishna also elaborates this. Then he will be telling. There is one more sloka. I think it is there. Tasmat धर्मार्थ अनृतम मुक्त्वा न अमृत भाग भवेत् तस्मात् धर्मार्थम अनृतम मुक्त्वा न अमृत भाग भवेत्. So telling untruth at that particular situation will not be having the effect of untruth. And then Krishna, by telling these two stories, Krishna also elaborates. Sometimes means there are some occasions wherein it is okay to tell untruth also. What are those situations? विवाह काले रति संप्रयोगे प्राणात्यये सर्वधनापहारे विप्रस्य चार्थे अनृतं वदेत. You can tell Anrutam, no problem. All the situations are there. All the situations for the time. That is why only we will be telling some. We will be telling for the purpose of vivaha. You tell untruth, something of that nature. No problem. Something of that nature. But here, whether to tell or not, we will be discussing that aspect also. Vivaha kale rati samprayoge. Then pranatyaye, sarvathanapahare, viprasyacharthe. All these occasions are there, many occasions are there. And then the death is imminent for you at the time also. In order to save your life, if your life is there, then only you can do truth, untruth, satyam, satyam. And all these things will be coming into the picture only if your life is there. So in order to save your life also, it is okay to tell untruth. So this type of message Krishna gives to Arjuna. Then what are you doing now? By killing Dharmaraja, what is the thing that you are going to get? You are doing himsa, number one. The himsa ayuta truth is untruth only, that you have to understand. And when it is indulging in himsa only, if you kill Dharmaraja, what happens? It is untruth only. It is you think that it is you are following, adhering to the truth, you are adhering to the vratam. But that is not correct. You are not supposed to do like that. Do you think even now also that Dharmaraja is a person worthy to be killed? Then Krishna Arjuna tells, yes, I also feel that Dharmaraja should not be killed. But is more important. But he tells, Krishna, please give me some sort of solution whereby my vratam is also protected. That is what he wants. Because thing is that he does not want to lose his vratam also. Because Krishna is having such a knowledge, he can give any type of advice. So he give me some advice by means of which both my vratam is also protected. Because people cannot future days people should not blame me that I have deviated the vratam. That should not be there. So by following the vratam also, at the same time by not killing Dharmaraja, both should be achieved. Dharmaraja is my elder brother. I have all respects for him. I don't want to kill him also. But because he has denigrated my Gandiva, he has denigrated my Ratham, he has denigrated my arrows, and he has denigrated me, Dig Gandivam. All these things he has told, and he asked me to hand over this Gandivam to you and all these things. So because of this reason, I have to adhere to my truth, my principle. At the same time, this is also should happen. Dharmaraja also should be protected. Please give me a solution. It's a great dilemma. He has a vow that he would not kill anybody to denigrate his Gandiva. And Dharmaraja made Gandiva fun of it. And he has to kill Dharmaraja. No, this is the what is called situation wherein they could not find solution also. His oath has also to be protected, and Dharmaraja has also to be protected. Because brother is considered as a father. Krishna consoled Arjuna. Then he was telling Arjuna, thing is that here I can advise you one thing. Thing is that any person is having that is called mana yogya. Mana yogya means a person who is worthy to be respected. That person, if he is humiliated, that is as good as death for him. A beautiful shloka is there. Just I will go through. This is actually Mahabharata. All these things will be coming. यदा मानं लभते मानवार्हः तदा स वै जीवति जीवलोके यदा अवमानं लभते महान्तं तदा जीवन मृत्य इत्युच्यते. Because Gauravarha person means a person worthy to be respected all the time. If he is humiliated, it is as good as death. Similarly, if a person worthy to be praised, worthy to be respected, if he is given respected, he is still a living person. If he is humiliated, it is as good as Jivan Mruta. So that is why he is as good as dead only. So because of this reason, you insult him, you humiliate him. This is as good. You talk him in singular term instead of telling him aap, tell him tum. Because you in English we can't distinguish whether it is singular or plural. But Hindi we can do it. Tum aap. In Telugu what we can call Miru Nuvu, like that. So what is that? What he is trying to tell? He is trying to tell that you call him in singular terms. Call him tum. Then you humiliate him. That is as good as killing him. He will be there, but still you will be humiliating. Thereby your pledge will be, your Vratam also will be saved, and Dharmaraja will also be protected. Okay, Arjuna immediately tells, okay, I will do that. This is the good message you have given. I will do that. And he started cursing Dharmaraja like anything. And you are Dharmaraja, you are thinking that you are the great person. You are thinking that you don't know all Dharma. What is a Dharma, you know? And he playing cards, says, dice says, is it a good thing? What you have done? You have done all this nonsense only you have done. You have created all problems to all other Pandavas. Because of you only we are in trouble. Because of you only we are fighting this war. And you are trying to save your life and you wanted to become the king. Because of this reason, you went to Bhishma and you asked his what is called or his secret of his death. You got from him only and you killed Bhishma. And you tried to kill Bhishma. And I am made an instrument in between. And so, Amba asked that Sikandi has come and Sikandi has killed. And this is for this you are responsible. You are to be blamed for this. And you are responsible for all these bad things. Panavasa, you are responsible. Agnatavasa, you are responsible. And we were having the strength to kill all those Kauravas in single stroke. Myself and Bhima could have killed. But you are the person responsible for all these agonies. And thing is that one more thing is that you are the person. If Bhima humiliates me, Bhima tells that you are not a worthy person, I can bear it. If Nakula tells, I can bear it. Sahadeva tells, I can bear it because they are warriors. You are neither a warrior nor a great person, and you are doing unnecessary adharmic things. Still, you blame me like that, and you are blaming me. You are a worthless person. Like that, he recklessly he blames Dharmaraja. Dharmaraja thoroughly he got humiliated, and he was bending his head like anything. At that situation, he stops. He stops Immediately he drew his sword again and he wanted to kill himself, Arjuna. Why? Again, Krishna comes to there because a large drama happened on that day. And immediately Krishna comes there. Again, caught hold of Arjuna. What are you doing, Arjuna? What are you doing? Why again dagger has you taken out your dagger? Then he tells Krishna, today I humiliated my brother. My brother is like my father. I never have any intention to humiliate him. But still, in order to protect my vratam only, I have scolded him. I have humiliated him. Now I am not worthy to live on this life, on this world. I will kill myself. Great blunder I have committed today. Because just to protect my vratam. Thing is that now I will kill myself. Then this is the situation. Then Krishna what to do? Then he tells this self Atmahatya is Mahapatakam. Arjuna, Atmahatya should not be done. You are not supposed to kill yourself. Bhratruhat, it is better to kill better to indulge Bhratruhatya. That is killing a brother is okay, but killing yourself is still dangerous. It is not at all good. It is not at all promoted. Something shloka is there. Then he will be telling because you are feeling that by doing this great act, you are going to be a dharmatma. But sushmo dharmo durvidaschasi partha. This dharma is very sushma, very difficult to understand also. What you are doing now, you are not doing any favor to Dharmaraja. By killing yourself, what will happen? There will not be any person in this Pandava side to kill Arjuna, Karna. Karna humiliated your brother Dharmaraja. The Karna has to be killed. Instead of getting anger against Karna, you are getting anger against Dharmaraja. And of course, because in order to save your Vrata, he has cursed him. But if you kill yourself, what is the good that you are going to do, Dharmaraja? You are telling that Dharmaraja is your father, but for your father, you have to do some good service only. Instead of doing good service, you are killing yourself. What is the thing you are doing? What is the time you are doing again? It is a wrong time, wrong person, wrong deed. Everything is wrong only. This is not social dharma. What you are doing is adharma only. Then Arjuna asks, then what I should do? I should not live upon this earth. I want to be killed by. I want to be killed. I should not. I should not be seen again because by blaming or humiliating Dharmaraja, that great person, and again standing upon earth is not good. Then Krishna suggests one thing: if you want to kill a person, scold him profusely. That I told earlier. Now, if you want to, what is called, if you want to kill yourself, what you have to do is that you have to praise yourself. Self boasting. You start boasting yourself. That itself is death for you. That is the idea Krishna gives. Then Arjuna just like that hears that, and then he started praising himself. What is the praises he started praising himself? I am the person who defeated Karna 7 times earlier. Because there are 7 occasions are there in Mahabharata wherein person to person fight or indirectly, like what is called Vanaparvam, we come across one episode, what is called the Ghoshayatra Parvam also. And even the which the Karna was defeated by Chitraratha, and then Chitraratha was defeated by Arjuna. Indirectly, he defeated Karna. And at the time of Draupadi Swayamvaram, he defeated Karna. Like that, there are many occasions. There is at the time of Gograhanam also he defeated Karna and also the entire Kauravas at a single stroke. Like that, on many occasions, he has defeated Karna. And there was no occasion when Karna defeated Arjuna. So that was the situation. So he started praising himself. I am the person who went to Shiva, praised for him, did tapas, got his what is called blessings, and got Pashupatastra. Who else in this world can get Pashupatastra other than me? Who else other than Shiva is there and upon this entire world equal to my what is called Dhanurveda? Like that, he started praising himself. I am the person who can kill Samshiptakas. I am the person who can kill, who did the Kandava Dahana. All these things he started telling. He started telling, and then because of me only, the entire cover of Pandavas are here, and otherwise, all these persons should have died by this time. would have died by this time. Then this Krishna praising himself, praising oneself is as good as killing the self. So Arjuna, he praised himself like anything, and then the problem is solved. That everything appears to be solved, but thing is that here Dharmaraja is still in humiliation only. He stood up. He stood up and began telling, "No, whatever Arjuna told is really correct. I am a worthless person upon this world. I should not live. Because of me only all the troubles came to Pandavas. I am having this Vyasanam of playing dice. Because of this reason I went there. I played this game, otherwise this should not have happened. And I am responsible for all the bad things to the Pandavas. Still I am trying to do bad only. I am actually a greedy person, egocentric person. I want to have this entire Samrajyam because of this reason, and I have pushed this entire thing upon these people. So now I should not live. I will die like that." Then what happened? Krishna immediately comes to Dharmaraja and tells him, "Dharmaraja, please understand this. Because in order to save the Vratam of Arjuna and in order to save your life, and I suggested something which Arjuna followed. Arjuna never meant to denigrate you. Arjuna never meant to humiliate you also. Please understand in that fashion. Now, anyway, what we have done is wrong only. Whatever I have done wrong. Whatever Arjuna has done, he has done wrong. Both of us will fall on your feet." And then immediately Krishna and Arjuna fell on the feet of Dharmaraja and what is called asked is what is called, "You pardon us. You pardon us. You pardon us and leave us like that. And we are going to kill the Karna today like that," Krishna tells. Then Krishna falling on the feet of Dharmaraja, because in the Mahabharata, entire Mahabharata, wherever we come across this type of falling down on the earth by Krishna to Dharmaraja is many places it is there. Because Dharmaraja by age he is elder to Krishna, and all other persons are juniors to him. So whenever he comes, he actually hugs all other people, and all other people will be falling at the feet of Krishna. And Krishna and Balarama will be Krishna will be falling at the feet of Dharmaraja. Dharmaraja will be falling at the feet of Balarama. This protocol is always there throughout Mahabharata. Many places we come across, because Krishna never thought that he is greater than Dharmaraja, even though he is a God, even though he is God. Still, as a human being, he is there in the world. Now he has to respect that human protocol he has to follow. So he falls on the feet of Dharmaraja, nothing wrong also. Dharmaraja immediately lifts him, hugs him again. And then because his humiliation has also got down, because all the persons have fallen on his feet and they prayed they are begging for what is called his blessings. So he is blessed. Okay, now I am also satisfied. Okay, you can do the war like that. Then they went out. This is the entire episode. This entire episode, one thing which we come across is that which is truth and which is untruth. This is the discussion. Discussion is here is that sometimes we will be having some vratam we will be having. We wanted to follow that vratam. And we have to see, we have to distinguish whether by following this vratam, am I doing good to the society or am I doing bad to the society? This one aspect we have to think all the time. Still, just because you are having the vratam and if you are following the vratam, don't think that you are a wise person. Don't think that you are a dharma purusha. Thing is that there are many aspects for this vratam. By virtue of this vratam, if anybody is going to be affected, better not to take up that vratam. The simple matters also, please. Suppose you are having a vratam, that Kartika Somavaram I don't eat. Let's say a simple example only, normal life examples. You go to some person's house on the day in the night. In the night, the poor lady, maybe the lady will be there already stressed from morning to evening. She has prepared some food and she wanted to serve. Then you tell at the end of the day when everything is being served on the table, then you tell I don't eat rice today. Then what she has to do? Because Atiti Satkara, she has to do some other tiffin for you, upma, idli, chutney, something whatnot of that, whatever that nature. Because you are already a great man. You are a great man. You cannot be left alone. You have to be given some food, and everybody is eating, and you stand alone and say that I am this person. I don't eat today. I am having that vratam. You should not, you are not supposed to tell it. Because by virtue of doing it, you are actually penalizing that lady. That you have to understand this. That is one thing. These are normal small examples. We have to analyze this story and we have to apply it to the human life, normal human life. You are having the vratam, fine. The vratam is there. The vratam is sometimes you are also telling that sometimes that I am following the dictums of Veda. That is also not correct. Veda, have you understood Veda? The intricacies of Veda, have you understood? You have not understood intricacies of Veda. You are following one sentence randomly, you are taking out from Veda and you are trying to apply it to your life. It's not correct again. What is important is that many occasions what happens is that Bhishma example, if you take into consideration, what happened to Bhishma? Bhishma, when Draupadi was disrobed in the court and she was dragged to the court by Dusyasana, and if at all Bhishma stands up, says that as long as my life is there here, nobody can dare to touch her. Come what may. Anybody, is there any person who can dare to defeat me like that? If he stands there with his dhanus, is there anybody in the entire, what is Mayasabha, stands before him and fight with him? No, nobody, including the Drona or the Duryodhana or Karna. Nobody can stand, nobody can match before Bhishma. He could have stood like that. But what he stood, what he was telling that he was having the vratam. The vratam is that I am following the what is called I adhere to my vratam. That I will be the supporter of this Hastinapura. That the throne of Hastinapura I am loyal. You are loyal to the throne of Hastinapura. But what you did at that occasion? But sometimes in the working situations also, sometimes we face this type of difficulties we face. There are some occasions wherein you alone can stand up and tell something. But thing is that we feel that we try to come out of that particular situation by inventing some reasons or by inventing some rules, regulations and all this. Since you say that lawfully I am correct, you are legally correct, but morally you are wrong. That you have to understand things. Legally you may be correct sometimes. Legally you are correct. You are following the principles of the constitution. You are following the principles of the law and all these things are there. But that is not sufficient. Sometimes what you are doing is wrong only. Your conscious will be telling that what you are doing is wrong, but you are inventing reasons to find. You are inventing some law or something of that nature to overlap it or to cover it. To cover it, you are trying to invent some rules and regulations. Bhishma did the same thing. He was telling, what is that? He was telling one thing, disrobing the Draupadi at that particular stage because she has already become Dasi. Whether she has become a Dasi or not Dasi, she asks again, because Tannodi Nannodina, Nannodi Tannodina. Whether I am defeated after the defeat of Dharmaraja, or Dharmaraja got defeated first, I am defeated second. What is the situation? Then he was telling, he could not tell Draupadi, I also cannot distinguish Dharma or Dharma. Thing is that once Dharmaraja is defeated, you are as good as defeated according to one principle. But if that is so, why Shakuni asked you again to bet you again after Dharmaraja's defeat? So after saying all these things, I cannot distinguish. He was discussing a Dharma aspect only, discussion is happening, but he was not seeing the broad picture. Broad picture is that a lady drawn to the court and being humiliated in the court, that is the issue there. Not this Dharma discussion. Dharma discussion is always there. Dharma discussion, what is the use of discussing Dharma and Adharma when the ladies, what is called mana is actually violated by some other person. At that situation, the situation is that leave aside all Dharma and follow the Paramadharma. Paramadharma is more important. What is Dharma and Paramadharma we'll be discussing in some other stage, maybe in last class, maybe 5th day, Dharma Vyada lecture that is there. So here he has to follow that Paramadharma, that the Dharma is the ultimate Dharma. What is the ultimate Dharma? The lady has to be protected first. Discussion is something different afterwards. You are a warrior, you are having the strength and you are having the courage, strength and everything to stand and fight with all the Kauravas put together. That you are having. But what you are doing by telling that I am following this Pratam, that is, I am loyal to the throne of Hastinapura, which has given the word to Satya, that what is called that lady is in Satya, what is called, what is her name? Yojana Gandhi.
Satya.
Yojana Gandhi's father, Dasaraju. Dasaraju has given that promise. At the time of marriage of Satyavati with his father Shantana, he has promised that I will be loyal to the throne of Hastinapura and I will not marry. Because of this reason, I will not be getting putras. Like that, he has given some both promises he has made. So then, what are the promises? What are the use of all those promises when the lady is being denigrated in the entire court, open court, even at any situation in civilized life, that should not happen. That has happened on that day. When that is happening, and he is standing at the Kuruvrudha and he is having all the dharmic values he is having, he is actually holding on the vratam. The vratam is important, or this protecting the lady is important. He thought that vratam is important, like that. So it happens like that throughout Mahabharata. Bhishma's episode is like that only. Many places he is actually what he wanted to do, he was not doing. What he can do, what he is supposed to do, he was not doing. And what he is not supposed to do, he was doing all the continuously he was doing. When it comes for him, when the knowledge dawns to him, the knowledge dawns to him at the Kurukshetra battlefield only. When it comes when Krishna comes there to kill the Bhishma with the Ratha Chakra. Ratha Chakra means the wheel of chariot he takes out and he wanted to kill Bhishma. Why? Why? Because we can analyze why this. Krishna has also word. He was also in the beginning itself he tells Arjuna, I am coming to your rescue, because he will be dividing his armies into two ways. One is that I am on one side and my entire Sainyam is on the other side. My entire warriors are on the other side. You can choose. Duryodhana can choose anything and Arjuna can choose anything. Duryodhana because I am also telling you that I will never fight. I will never fight. I will not hold any weapon. I will be just advising any person. Whichever side I go, I will be just giving advice only. And I will not fight. Then Duryodhana thought he will not fight. What is the use of taking him? What is the advice he is going to give? We are having a lot of knowledge we are having, not to take his help. Then Arjuna wanted to take Krishna only, he took Arjuna. So he came to the side of Arjuna. Now, Duryodhana has taken all the warriors to his side. And the division of his entire army happened on that day. Now Krishna has taken the oath on that day that I will not take up any weapon and I will not fight. That was his vratam. Today what he has done? He has, because Bhishma has taken a oath on that day, on a little previous, that Krishna has taken that oath. I will see that Krishna takes the weapon. That is his oath. Now Krishna has two obligations. One is that anyway, this Bhishma, even though he has done this some sort of bad type of things, bad deeds, he is his great disciple. So a disciple has taken some vratam. That vratam I have to protect. Number one, Bhishma has taken a vratam that I will see that Krishna takes up weapon and comes to fight, like that. So because of this reason, he has to give respect to his bhakta and he has to protect his bhaktas who also he has to protect. Second thing is that Krishna knows very well that what is dharma and what is adharma. To protect, to take up that vratam, that I will not take up any weapon is okay, because I have taken that vratam. That vratam is not important now. Protect the entire larger picture of establishing dharma upon that. This is the objective. For that objective, this vratam can be actually ignored. So because of this reason, he took up the weapon and he comes to fight with Bhishma. Then Bhishma on that day he really realized why Krishna has taken up this weapon and why he wanted to kill me. Because he has taken a oath and still he is violating the oath. The oath is that I will not take up any weapon. But today he has taken up the weapon. Why? Because this vratam is not important. Establishment of dharma is more important. That he realized on that day. Because of that, his realization only on that day, he thought, okay, I can disclose the secret of my death to Dharmaraja if at all he comes. Then Dharmaraja comes there, he discloses his secret, otherwise he would not have disclosed also. That is also not there because he realized by that time. He gave the secret of his death. And then because of this reason, he died on the battlefield. That is a different story. But here, there are many occasions we come across in the life wherein we will be having certain vratam. Vratam is not important. That is one thing. There are sometimes we will be feeling that we are following the dictums of Veda, we are following the dictums of the scriptures. That is okay as long as it goes on well. But sometimes it is okay to deviate all those things in order to have that what we call a rationality. We have to see the rational picture at that particular moment, and we have to follow. All these things are there. All these things are there. I went to Kailas Manasarovar on one occasion, still I remember. Many people, is a group of 45, 46 members. And among the 45, 46 members, some 10 members are exclusive persons over there. They're Purohitas and all those persons. There's a special pudding for special means it is a muddy because nobody should touch and all this. It is one line for this other people and one line for this exclusive Purohitas. And it so happened that the lines are not announced properly, and everybody was merging in different lines. And so, because that day we have to go at an urgency, we went in one line. We went in one line. One great Swamiji, he stopped me. You are not supposed to stand here. This is meant for us. Thing is that he is greater person like that. So I think is that here he still feels that even after going Manas Sarovar also, the spirit of what we call oneness is not there even now also. The distinction you, me, something of that nature. Atmanyeva, because Gita teaches that see Paramatma in each and every person. The situation is also like that. And the situation, and even in that difficult situation also, he is feeling that he is something great. You are not supposed to stand here. You are supposed to go there. Something of that nature. This is for Vedic Pandits only. But he is, we have studied Vedas and you have not studied Veda. Okay. You have studied Veda. What is the use of studying Veda? Have you understood Veda, concepts of Veda? No. You are just simply following what is called some mantras you are pronouncing. Doesn't mean that you are having the knowledge of Veda. So all these things, rationality is there in Mahabharata, please. So Mahabharata is a grantha wherein we will be having a lot of these type of discussions will be coming across. So here, what is the lessons we have learned? What is the lesson we have learned? What is the unlearned lesson is also there, please, here. What is not to be seen here? Ultimately, it is Rajaniti is also there here. Why Dharmaraja acted like this? Dharmaraja acted like this because he wanted to what is called some sort of what is called tickling should be there for Arjuna. Otherwise, Arjuna will not kill Karna. Some drama should happen. He has to play some drama. If he plays some drama, what will happen? Karna and Krishna also part of it plan only, part of this plan only, because nobody needs to divulge it, nobody needs to reveal it. Arjuna is such a person in war field. Then whenever he goes to the war field, he fights, but he will not be fighting with vengeance. He will not be fighting with vengeance with any person. The Dhiroddattanayaka. He fights like a warrior only. He will fight. He appreciates the what is called worth of other person. So if somebody is fighting great, he says you are fighting very great today. Like that, he appreciates also in that war field also. That was Arjuna's nature. So unless this vengeance or something tickling of that nature is there, he will not fight Karna and he cannot kill Karna. So in order to make him fight with Karna and kill Karna with that fighting spirit, then he should be his spirit has to be provoked. Unless he is provoked, he cannot kill Karna. For provoking, what is the occasion? This is the occasion. Scold him first. He scolded profusely. Diggandiyo. All these things he has done. Then all this simulation took place. Then what he did not keep quiet. Okay, the Krishna has suggested like this, surprise yourself or humiliate Krishna, Dharmaraja, both aspects are okay. But still what he was telling that I will be killed. I don't want to live upon this earth. After all this humiliation, I don't want to live. And he does not want to live like this. He does not want to live like this because I will die. Because I am the person worthy to be killed like that. That's again a big drama. When big drama happened, what happened? He has to be protected then. So all this happened. The Rajaniti is also laced in this story. Rajaniti is there. Dharma Sushmata is there. Dharmas are there. Vratam, Dharma, Vedavak, All these things are there. One more shloka it is there. Krishna tells very specifically, there is Veda is there, Veda will be telling something. Don't think that you have to follow Veda all the time. Think discriminately. But upon all the discussion, somebody can ask. Question is, if everybody behaves like that, what will happen to the society? If everybody thinks that it is, I am following Dharma only because I told untruth, because Krishna has told at the time, I am telling untruth. That is not correct, please. Because Arjuna or Krishna or Dharmaraja, they have already studied all the scriptures. Scriptures they have already studied. Entire Mahabharata they have studied. Entire Mahabharata means whatever dictums are that are there in Upanishads, they know. Whatever dictums they are there in what is called Vedas, they know. Vedas and Upanishads, Saramsha, they know all those things. Only thing is that some delusion is happening here and there. Those type of persons can do all these type of activities. They can follow or not follow certain principles. But for us, in order to stand to that level, we also need to read Mahabharata, and we also need to read Ramayana, and we also need to read all these things. Then only we will be having that great knowledge. By virtue of that knowledge only, you can do all these activities. You can violate certain principles, you cannot violate certain, you can follow certain principles and all these things. The discriminative knowledge will be dawning upon you only when you read all those things. Without knowing all these things, just like that, if you can draw this particular story from Mahabharata, and if everybody begins to tell that whatever I have done is correct at that particular occasion, there is one film is there, one great villain is there. I have seen the Telugu villain, I don't remember the name of the film also. He will be telling, here I have saved this ant. One ant is dying. I have saved this ant and I protected it. There I have killed one person. Both are tallied. Not like that, please, because that is not the knowledge. What is important here is that you should have the discriminative intellect, you should develop. The discriminative intellect will be coming only on reading this type of books only. Because after reading this type of stories, hundreds of stories are there in Mahabharata, hundreds of episodes are there. If all these hundreds of episodes, both Ramayana and Mahabharata, if you read, you will be having a thorough knowledge of what is dharma and what is adharma. Then only somebody is putting Usaraveli cinema, I don't know. That is the thing. So here, those type of things, discriminative knowledge you have to possess, and unless you are entitled to do that, you are not supposed to follow it. That is also there. With this, I would like to conclude my lecture today and leave it for questions and answers. Another 20 minutes is there. Fine, please. Another 10-12 minutes is there. Now 7:50 almost.
ధన్యవాదములండి. You have taken us to some other world. So it takes some time for us to get back and ask questions. Okay, any questions now? Amar Singh sir?
Shubhodayam sir, my name is Amar Singh. I just asked one question कि जब पांडव का युद्ध हो गया, there was युद्ध war completed, when they went to the what you call स्वर्गम, at that time they सब लोगों ने उतने ही कर्म भोगा, means everybody died in a way like what the karma they did. Correct? Is it right ना? जैसे कि अगर एक लास्ट में खाली युधिष्ठिर, धर्मराज left and he went to the with a dog. It shows in the serial that with the help of a dog he alone only will reach the Swargam. Other people died in between. So is it fact?
Sir, Babu sir, anybody can you tell me something?
Yeah,
Sir? I do not
what he
understand
says
properly.
is that at the end of the war,
Ah.
Mahabharata war, is it that only Dharmaraja was left and everyone else died?
Ah.
Because when they left,
అది
went
అది
from the
అది
to the
కాదు సార్.
Swargam.
అలా ఆయన అడిగింది ఏంటంటే ధర్మరాజు స్వర్గారోహణ వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు వీళ్ళ పాండవులందరూ కూడా ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళు పడిపోతుంటారు. పడిపోయినప్పుడు చివరికి ధర్మరాజుతో పాటు ఒక కుక్క మాత్రమే స్వర్గానికి వెళ్తుంది. అదే కరెక్టేనా అడుగుతున్నాడు. అదే అడుగుతున్నాడు.
Amar Singh sir, that is correct only. What you have studied is correct only, sir. Because when they were traveling,
When we say
Swargarohana, when they were doing that Swargarohana at that particular point of time, initially one by one all the Pandavas, including Draupadi, fell to the ground, and only Dharmaraja is left out. Dharmaraja and the dog is there, it is left out. And then Indra comes. That is true.
ఆయన అడగడం ఏంటంటే
Again, let him ask.
No, let me complete.
Let him
The
repeat.
question was,
Okay, wait.
like,
All of you wait.
God says in the कर्म योग कि कर्मण्यवाधिकार से मां फलेदु कदाचन, अर्थात जो कर्म करेगा, what the कर्म will do, you will get the phalam. So here I want to say that Arjuna and other all brothers listened to Krishna for a war, and at the end of their again when they were leaving this world, they have to face the karma. So what I mean to say is that we need to do karma according to what? Then what is dharma here? Dharma क्या हुआ फिर यहाँ पे? Like they listened to the Krishna. Krishna gave that you need to fight a war because the Duryodhana is not listening. So they kill everyone. And when they were leaving to the Swargam in the Yatra, they have to die like an what you call not an ordinary man, but they like उनकी मृत्यु बहुत बुरी हुई. So that I want to ask. Then where is the dharma here? They listen to Krishna, na? And again they need to face all these consequences. You may be getting my doubt.
Babu sir, can you tell me something? Anybody knows Hindi?
నేను చెప్పేది ఏమంటే వాళ్ళు ఇందులో మళ్ళీ అదే చేసిన పాపాలకి శిక్ష విధించారు.
ఎవరికి?
వీళ్ళు పాండవులు పోసినప్పుడు అంటే సీరియల్ లో చూపించాడు, పోసినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు శిక్ష విధించారు. క్రూయల్టీ ఎవరెవరి పైన క్రూయల్టీ చూపించారు, ఆ క్రూయల్టీ వాళ్ళకి శిక్ష విధించింది ఒక ధర్మరాజు చెప్ప. ఎందుకంటే ధర్మరాజు జీవితంలో ఒక్కసారి కూడా తప్పు చెప్పలే, అది యుద్ధంలో ఒక్కటిసారి చెప్పాడు, ఎప్పుడు అశ్వత్థామ చచ్చిపోయాడని. So he's untruth he said, and all the people did all the sin and everything they did, and they got the karma. So what my question was, they listened to Krishna, but Krishna did not help them at the end of their life.
Krishna did not help them in the end of the life. That is the question. So here, sir, there is a very Krishna need not help any person. Krishna should not help also because Bhagavan is
Okay.
Bhagavan is a person. He is only a karma phala data. But thing is that he will not be giving any good or bad to any person. This is because of our samskaras only we will be getting all those things. Good if we are getting because of this karma phala, previous births, good things, we will be getting good life. If we are leading a bad life because of this previous karma phala only, we will be getting the life. But he is only a karma phala data only. He will be assigning because you are like this, you are supposed to do like that. He cannot change it. Even God also cannot change our destinies because he will not change also. Why should he change? He will not be having any special love for any person, and he will not be having special hate for any person, something of that nature. Depending upon if you are karma phalam, you will be born like that. He need not help Pandavas at that particular point of time. Why he helped Pandavas in Kurukshetra battlefield? The purpose is to establish ultimate dharma only, because this person should be safe. Unless these persons are safe, dharma cannot be established. So he is having a broader picture. The broader picture is that the bharam of, that is called the weight, Bhudevi could not bear the weight of all these persons. That should be reduced, number one. All the dharma, adharmic person should be destroyed, and dharma should get established in the entire race. That is the only reason. Dharma Rashanartham. That is a Loka Sangrahartham. That is the only reason he allowed the entire war to happen. He allowed the war to happen, and then ultimately, and he protected those persons because they are on the side of dharma. Because they are on the side of dharma, he protected. If they are not on the side of dharma, he would not have protected them also. Because he was not having any special love for Pandavas. That is also there. That we have to understand. That is the reason why he did not protect Pandavas when they were going to other places and all these things.
Then a question arises between the dharma and karma. Dharma and karma, because you need to do karma or you need to follow dharma. Because Pandavas followed dharma, and again their karma, they have to face the consequences. Now my question will be again dharma versus karma. What you need to do? You need to do dharma or you need to do karma? क्योंकि कर्म की सजा मिलने वाली है, कर्मण्यवादी कार्य से माफ फलेदु कदाचन. That's already there. Then why you should follow dharma then?
Karma and dharma. What is the karma and dharma? What is the connection here?
Like when they followed dharma, at the end of their life they need to face their consequences. जो काम किया, कर्म जो किया, they have did some karmas. Like they killed all the Karna they killed Bhishma
No, thing is
Pitama,
that
they
they
killed
have
many
not
people.
done karma. Because of karma, they have not fallen down at that time. The Dharmaraja will be telling for each and every person why they have fallen down. Why they have fallen down? Because there is some blemish in their character. Some blemish is there in their character. Because of this reason, they could not reach to the stage of Swargaroha. Reaching Swarga physically is not possible unless he is having blemishless character. But each and every person has a blemish. Draupadi was having a blemish that even though she is having 5 husbands, she has some what is called blemish means blame. She has to be blamed because she has one bad thing in her character. The bad thing is that she loved Arjuna compared to many other persons. Because of this reason, she has to respect all the people equally. That she has not done. Because of that blemish only she has fallen down, not for her karma and all these things. And why Sahadeva has fallen down? Sahadeva was saying is that he was having all the knowledge upon the world because of he is a embodiment of knowledge he was having. That pride he was exhibiting all the time. Because of this reason he has fallen down. Nakula, he was always thinking that he is a handsome person compared to any person upon the earth. In all the 5 Pandavas, I am the handsome person like that. He was having that pride. Because of that reason, the blemish he has fallen down. Not any other reason, not karma doing any activity, they have fallen down. Arjuna was always thinking that I am the only person who has waged the entire Kurukshetra war. Because of me only Kurukshetra war we fought and won. That is the reason. Because even otherwise, even Arjuna is also not there, Kurukshetra battle would have been won because Dharma will always win. That is Dharmaraja's conclusion. So because of this reason, Arjuna has fallen down. And Bhima, because he is a Mrishtanna Bhojana, always in the nature of taking more and more food, voracious eater. Because of this reason, blemish, he has fallen down. So all these persons is having one bad thing in their lives. Because a bad thing is there. These are the 5 reasons Dharmaraja gives at the end of Swargarohana Parva. Because of this reason, everybody is falling down. Then a blemishless person alone can go to Swargaloka. So he went to Swargaloka. Not karma, please.
Okay, sir.
Karma is not ignored here. Everybody is doing karma and everybody is not doing karma. That is a different issue. Here, because of some character, there is some black spot in their characters. Because of this black spot only they have fallen down. Otherwise, they would not have fallen down. That is the idea here. You read the Swargarohana Parva.
Okay.
These are the 5 reasons
Yeah,
Dharmaraja gives. Bhima will be asking why Sahadeva has fallen down, why Nakula has fallen down, why Draupadi has fallen down. Each and every time you will be taking out one point. This is the thing, because of this reason she has fallen down. Because of this reason he has fallen down. Not for doing any karma, not doing any other karma, please. It is not there. Some other
okay, sir.
person.
Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Okay, sir.
Shubhadin Manastu.
Okay,
Shubhadin.
shall we take this question or go for Prarthana? After that, take the question.
You can read the question, sir, at least.
Okay. Sudhir sir?
Yeah, my question is actually a little different. In this war, Yudhishthira basically gambled for his wife, and his wife was disrobed as a process of that. But then Vidura was there who protested the disrobement. And later on, when the Mahabharata ends, Vidura basically is he leaves with Dhritarashtra to go to the forest. And there basically Yudhishthira finds his dead body, Vidura's dead body. And then Vidura's soul basically goes into Yudhishthira. And Yudhishthira realizes that his soul and Vidur's soul was the same soul. So the question is that Yudhishthira was the one who gambled his wife, and that caused the disrobement of Draupadi. But then Vidura was the one who protested it. So it's the same entity, same soul. One is protesting and one is causing the cause. So and later on, they said that Vidura's body should not be cremated, so he left the body in the forest. So it's the same person, same different physical bodies, but the same Atma, same Jivatma, which is kind of doing this karma. In one karma, it is causing a bad action, which is like disrobement of that Draupadi. In the other action, it is protesting. So it's a complex situation that I wanted to kind of get your viewpoint on and kind of analyze it.
One issue is there, sir. Here, there is actually a scholastic discussion in this. One thing is that we think that Dharmaraja is the son of Yamadharmaraja. No, this is actually disputed by great scholars, some scholars. One is Pulala Ramachandra particularly. He says that all the Mahabharata, in original Mahabharata of Veda Vyasa, if you begin to see, all the places it is mentioned that Dharma Devata is the father of Dharmaraja. Dharma Devata is something different and Yamadharmaraja is something different, please. That Pulala Ramachandra has come out with one book. That is Mahabharata Sara Sangrahamu, one book is there. Mahabharata Sara Sangrahamu, it is a compilation of out of 1 lakh shlokas. He has taken 1000 shlokas, important shlokas. And with that, entire Mahabharata is squeezed into one single book and he has brought out. In the introduction itself, he starts debating this issue. What he is telling is that Vidura is something different and this person is something different. Vidura is the son of directly the Yamadharmaraja, because Yamadharmaraja Mandavya's Shapa is there, that is curse is there. Because of this reason, he has taken birth like that. That is one aspect. Second thing is that Pulala Ramachandrudu, he was also arguing that Dharmaraja is not the son of Yamadharmaraja. Where is the Yamadharmaraja's name is mentioned anywhere in Mahabharata? All the places you can begin to see. No place we can find that he is the son of Yamadharmaraja. He is the son of Dharma Devata. Dharma Devata is something different. Dharma Deva is something different. Yamadharmaraja is something different. Yamadharmaraja, because he has punished Animandavya, because of this reason Animandavya has given him a curse. You born in a Sudra Yoni, he was born like that, as Vidura. And he is different and he is different. And I don't know whether you are telling that when Vidura died, his soul merged with Dharmaraja. That aspect, I will again look back into Mahabharata and come back to you tomorrow. Whether it is there or not, I don't know. But Vidura, as you told, Vidura will not go along with Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra, then his wife Gandhari and Kunti go to the what is called forest. They get scorched. And here Vidura dies prior to that, like only where exactly he died, I have to look back, because whether he died in the forest. Same fire, it's not like that, I believe, as far as I remember. He died separately and they died separately. But anyway, how he died, let me check up. But here, what I ask you one thing is that here when we are reading Mahabharata, dharmic aspects and all these things, the intricate details should we require all these things. Whether Vidura died in the forest, whether he died here, whether his soul merged with this type of, because you have to analyze on your own, because these type of questions, we begin to read everything. On some other occasion, I was giving some lecture on Mahabharata. Somebody was asking, who is the daughter of some person, or who is the son of Nakula, something of that nature. Is it relevant? I don't know. Because thing is that whether Vidura's soul merged with Dharmaraja soul or not, all these things, are they relevant or not? Because just you think over. Because anyway, we can look back, no problem. We can look back and see whether it is good, bad, and all these things. But we are analyzing the greater things. The greater aspects are to be looked into. Minor details, whether a person is there, who is his son, who is daughter, who is father, or what is when he died, did he die along with the Dhritarashtra? You only analyze, because of course that is there may be relevant, but the relevance is actually peripheral, I believe. May you think over, and then I will also look back anyway, and I will go back and see whether how Vidura died. And I have never seen that how Vidura died in a serious fashion, to be frank. Let me check up. Then tomorrow I'll try to tell you.
Yeah, my question was not about the process or how he died. My question was, for a Jivatma, if you have to attach karma and you have to attach results for that karma, now here two karmas are performed by the same Jivatma, but they are conflicting.
It is not the same Jivatma, no. It is a different Jivatma. That is according to Pulala Ramachandra, it is two different entities. One is Yamadharmaraja's son, one is Dharmadevata's son.
Yeah, okay.
It is that, because if you are a Telugu person, I don't know, if you can look back to Mahabharata Sara Sangraham. And if you can give me, if you are a real, if you can read out Telugu, I can send that photostat copies by scanning it. I can send it to you. Who is Dharmaraja? Whether he is a son of Yamadharmaraja or a son of Dharma Devata. He says, effectively he argues all the time, and nobody has disputed him also. And Shalak Raghunath Sharma, of course, disputed with him, saying that both are same entities only. But still, Pulal Ramchandrudu's whatever he has told, it is being, people believe that it is Dharma Devata only. Because all these days we were hearing that the Dharmaraja is the son of Yamadharmaraja, we are thinking like that. But where is the mention of Yamadharmaraja at any point of time? You can see the beginning itself, Kunti invited Dharma Devata, like that it is there. Dharma Devata comes into picture. Dharma Devata, we are assuming that it is Yamadharmaraja because when the translation is being done by Nannaya in Telugu, he just like that he has put it as Yamadharmaraja. Because he has put it as Yamadharmaraja and Yamadharmaraja has come into picture. Otherwise, he is not Yamadharmaraja's son. He is the son of Dharma Devata.
Okay, I think we'll go for the Prarthana and then
Yes, sir.
we'll start.
No, sir, then also I am having some other work, sir.
Okay,
So today, tomorrow only we can discuss, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now I will go for Prarthana. Narayan garu.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्तान् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतम् सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति
ధన్యవాదములండి నమస్కారం నారాయణ గారు. Now let's go for జనగణమన.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय जय
ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్బాబు గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ. Now, okay.